Dire team ban.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Androids TT eSports Weekly Dota 2 Tournament number 12. Once again, I'm Knaz bringing you these matches today, and we're going to have another one coming up right now between iNfernity Gaming and Jupiter Crash.
Team ban.
I believe this is in the round of 8, could be round of 16 though. I guess I could check. It is in fact round of 8. So the quarterfinals, and we're going to have Jupiter Crash on the Dire side, iNfernity, of course, on the Radiant. It looks like Dire going to have first pick, first ban, choosing to take out Batrider with theirs. iNfernity going to follow it up with the Nyx Assassin. So nothing too surprising from these bans, kind of what became the standard about a month ago. I know the International West qualifiers have been going on recently, and maybe shook up what teams are going to be running in the near future. But so far, draft looking pretty standard, at least for what these teams think they don't want to play against and what they're going to be comfortable with picking up.
5 seconds remaining.
Waiting a little bit longer now to see what Jupiter Crash want for their second ban. Certainly things like the Nyx that we see banned out a lot lately, occasionally the Wisp. Not sure how much we see the Wisp really banned out in this tournament. Of course, it's a little bit more amateur of a tournament than some of the big name ones. So we don't necessarily see as much Wisp play just because teams aren't as comfortable running with it, not as disciplined in its use, but they are going to end up banning it out. And iNfernity, they followed up with a Magnus. I don't think there's anything too surprising here. We'll see what Jupiter do want to first pick though. Definitely lots of powerful heroes in the pool if they want to go for something like Nyx, who is kind of a highly valued hero in the current metagame. Not sure if they're going to want to go that route. Things like Gyrocopter are certainly common pickups early as well. We have Darkseer in the pool, who usually doesn't see first pick material, but certainly could if the team is particularly comfortable with him. Kind of hard to speculate on these teams, at least for their early picks, just because we don't know what they like to play. And they might start by picking heroes that they tend to favor a little bit more than others, just what they're comfortable with playing. Play their own style, as it were.
Keeper of the Light.
Actually, didn't start off with Keeper Light. Not too surprised to see that Keeper Light definitely still a very powerful hero. Maybe doesn't see the first pick like he did a couple months ago, but definitely still a very powerful hero, and they're going to choose to take him up because of the support. And iNfernity following it up actually with Lone Druid and a Lifestealer, so going for a little bit more of a farm-heavy team this game than what we saw from them in the last game, where they ended up using Juggernaut as their main carry and were kind of running a very heavy mid-game lineup. Luna and Bane going to be the next two picks coming out from Jupiter Crash, so it does look like Luna going to be their carry. Of course, we could end up seeing that Luna in the mid lane. We've seen some teams do it. Also, possibly could be soloing in the safe lane, and they run an offensive tri-lane if they think that's going to be what they want to do. I wouldn't really want to run Luna in the safe lane and then possibly against a solo Lone Druid. It seems like a pretty poor matchup for Luna. She's not very resilient to getting killed by that bear. Last pick from iNfernity going to be Shadow Demon, so just going with the support here. Not going to go with the 3 cores, and probably going to be looking for a mid hero as well as a second support. Possibly a jungler heading into that second pick phase. Jupiter Crash, you kind of want to bet that they just have their tri-lane here. That's how we would normally see these heroes played. They do have some wiggle room, particularly on the Luna. Keeper Light and Bane, we basically never see played outside of support roles, even though Bane does make a decent mid-hero. Just doesn't have really the game impact maybe some other mids do, and really doesn't need the farm to be successful anyway, since you're kind of just relying on Fiend's Griffin fights to try and hold someone in place. And we'll see the second ban phase now underway here. We got Queen of Pain and Storm Spirit being banned out by Jupiter Crash. iNfernity, they're going to choose to take out Clockwork as well as Templar Assassin. So a lot of mids getting banned out. Wouldn't be too surprised to see Puck banned out by one of these two teams as well. It does look like there's a little bit of focus going on the mid heroes. iNfernity, maybe they also end up banning out the Darkseer. The combo isn't really there for Jupiter Crash at the moment. They have a lot of single target with Luna, with Bane. And they actually, Lena comes as the ban from Jupiter Crash, just as one of the supports that pairs up with Shadow Demon, I guess. Does pretty good burst damage, certainly a hero that could have worked for iNfernity. The real questionable ban there is the Phantom Lancer coming out from iNfernity. Maybe they were thinking Luna's going to end up soloing in some fashion. They were going to run with the Keeper Light, Phantom Lancer, Bane tri-lane. Certainly a fearsome tri-lane, but it makes their team really farm dependent. And whoever they end up picking for their off lane, you know, he's probably going to need at least a little bit of farm. Maybe they go for something like Bounty Hunter that roams a lot. I don't know, but they do end up picking up the puck. So probably who we're going to see in the mid lane, and iNfernity picking up the Mirana. And Jupiter Crash go Darkseer. I think Jupiter Crash's picks were pretty much exactly what I was expecting. I'm really surprised to not see Puck or Darkseer banned there. By iNfernity, maybe they were just worried about a little bit of a tricky draft coming out of Jupiter Crash here. Maybe overthinking things a little bit. Or maybe they were successful. Maybe Jupiter Crash were thinking about this and this was their backup. We'll see how everyone ends up laning now, though. It does look like iNfernity might be running the support Mirana. You kind of expect that Mirana and Shadow Demon are going to want to be laning together. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how they're going to want to do this. I kind of expect to see Lifestealer probably in like the mid lane. Lone Druid off. It's also possible they could just tri-lane the Lifestealer still, off lane or mid lane Windrunner, off lane Lone Druid. They have a couple options for how they want to run these heroes. I don't think any is particularly great. Thinking about it, I'm almost certain Windrunner has to end up in that mid lane
10
though.
seconds remaining.
If they want a good matchup there, Lifestealer shouldn't have a very good time against Puck. But we'll see what they want to go for, and we will get in-game. And I will transition to the in-game screen. So here we go. iNfernity going up against Jupiter Crash. Jupiter Crash, Dire Side, we got Dead by Christmas. Playing the Darkseer, Mac Gessis. Playing the Bane Elemental, Tataru. Playing the Luna. Inception, going to be on the Puck. And I have no idea what that even says, and I couldn't even begin to know how to pronounce it. Playing the Keeper of the Light. 30... Yeah, I give up. I give up forever. Calling you Keeper of the Light the whole game. Right side, we're going to have Grazine playing the Windrunner. Rio going to be on the Mirana. Vic on the Lifestealer. Fanny on the Lone Druid, and finally LCF on the Shadow Demon. So I think the Radiant have a lot of options for how they want to lane. Kind of expecting to see Windrunner in that mid lane. Grazine did play the carry Juggernaut in the last game though. Not sure if that's a sign of something that we should be checking out. Rio played off-lane Darkseer last game, so it's possible we could see off-lane Mirana. Definitely not the worst thing they could lane. But when you have Mirana and Shadow Demon, it kind of feels like you want to go for the combo where you disrupt them and then drop the arrow. Make sure you line up that arrow on them. Not sure. Alright, everyone's good to go again. We had a false start already, but we're back to it. So let's take a quick watch what the Radiants they want to go for, where they're going to end up laning. Try and estimate what their chances really are going to be in this lane. And also we'll make sure we keep an eye on Jupiter Crash, see if they're going for the offensive tri-lane. It does look like they are at the moment, with both Luna and Bane heading down towards that bottom lane. So we currently have Mirana and Lifestealer up in this top lane. It looks like Shadow Demon's going to be joining them. Safe lane going to be the solo Lone Druid. It's probably not going to have a great time against this
30 seconds to battle.
Off lane Lone Druid, or off lane aggressive tri lane coming up from the Dire side. But at the same time, kind of surprised to see Jupiter Crash running the aggressive tri-lane. I'm not sure what they expected the lanes to be from iNfernity. Both teams are going to be running the aggressive tri-lane, though. We'll see if someone swaps it up and who decides to do so. Kind of feels like there's going to have to be a full lane swap if they decide to go for it. Because no one's really going to be able to be left alone down here from the Dire side. And on the Radiant side, I feel like the hero they want to leave is going to be Mirana, who's probably going to be support in some fashion here. Unless they're running support Lifestealer, which I guess is possible. Maybe they're going to show us the support Lifestealer. Vic, I think, played Enchantress last game. And so maybe he ends up rotating towards the jungle. He got open wounds at level 1. And looks like he has the plan for farming since he's the only one really near the creep wave. So iNfernity just swap and rolls up. Want to make sure that I can't predict what they're doing at all. And Dead by Christmas is like, okay, you got me. I'm gonna go jungle. See you later. And he should have a decent time of it unless he gets spotted out here. Hasn't actually gotten a skill yet. The ping goes out on him. They know he's there. Fortunately didn't pick up Ion Shell though, so even if he gets caught here, he will be able to surge away as long as he doesn't surge too early. And get caught by the disruption after he casts the surge. Because that is the sort of thing that's likely to spell his death. Looks like Bait and Keeper Light may be rotating towards the mid lane or just dropping a ward. Seems more likely. There it is. It's kind of unimaginable that they're going to actually be able to set up some sort of gank in this mid lane, but it looks like they're trying for it. In the meantime, a puck gets arrowed in the face. That phase shift not going to really do a ton, but that salve working pretty okay, and Inception could be able to get away. Ends up using 2 salves for that, though. Grazine taking a lot of damage. Gonna windrun away, and looks to be okay for the moment. So both mids going way low on HP. Neither gonna go down though. Supports rotating back towards their respective side lanes.
Regeneration.
No.
Looks like Vic getting the best of last hits in the top lane. Of course, Dead by Christmas wasn't even in lane for quite some time. He is up to level 2 now, though, so he has the .9 shell as well as Surge. Gonna be feeling a little bit safer if he wants to hang around. But the supports are up here once again, and a 5-second stun. It's going to probably be enough to get that kill, even if he does have the Surge with a Lifestealer just kind of bashing on him. Probably a Shadow Demon as well. Looks like Fanny going to be able to get away. Takes a little bit of harass trying to dodge the Illuminate there from the Keeper Light. Lone Druid not really having a great time down here against Luna, against the 2 supports. But also not having the worst time at either. He is still getting last hits. He's getting some harass off on Totoro. And it looks like he did pick up that Orb of Venom on the bear, so whenever these supports are gone, there's a chance that Totoro is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Lone Druid getting the best of levels as well. Once he gets level 5, can't really leave the Luna down here alone anymore. Just one lucky entangle is often all it requires to lead to a kill. He's trying to get the harass to make sure that she's nice and soft for when they decide to go for something here. It looks like there's going to be a sleep up on the Bane, and here comes the Illuminate as well. Fanny taking a lot of damage. The Lucid Beam going to be there, but not quite enough damage. He has to be careful that the bear doesn't die, though. He is salving up, so it looks like that will be enough. Totoro trying to keep going for it. Resummon there on the bear. If he runs it around the other way, no, just a little too slow on the micro. Might have been able to get that kill. Not quite able to keep up, though. Meantime, Windrunner finds a double damage rune up in the top lane. That Lundra did hit level 5 now, so he has the Entangling Claws. Get those roots. It looks like there might be another attempted arrow coming in the mid lane. It's going to be thrown out there, and the arrow's going to hit. 5-second stun once again on Puck, and this time there's a double damage rune to pair up with it. First blood goes to Grazine in the mid lane.
First blood. Windrunner gets there first.
This
I'll
puck,
return the favor.
not having a great time dodging arrows. That one actually, he walked into sideways. But that's how arrows work. Looks like Lundro will continue to try and lay down some harass. He does have those boots up on the bear with the Orb of Venom now. Doing a good job of just recalling it any time it's about to take harass. Trying to keep it from taking any damage or getting stuck out where it's going to take a lot of auto attacks. LCF going to get the disruption. There's the arrow as well. And Inception. Not where you want to be. Windrunner gets that kill as well with the power shot. 2-0. Now the kill score, both kills sitting on Grazine in this mid lane and both deaths. Sitting on that puck. These supports just really feeling like they're not doing too much from the dire side. They tried to rotate mid one time. Weren't really successful with their gank. Just kind of unlucky timing that there was a gank going on the other way as well. And looks like that might be a line drawn to go around the Lone Druid. Not sure if they're going to go for that. Looks like they do want to get that kill. He's going to get his ultimate form off now, which makes him pretty difficult to kill. Totoro going to get hit by a bear once again. To 1,000 gold on the Luna. I'm not sure what she wants to pick up. If we were going to see Trinkles come out, I think probably would have gone for it already, having the Ring of Protection in the inventory already. But hasn't chosen to do that quite yet. So maybe thinking about something else. Wouldn't really be the fastest Midas in the world if that was what we were going to see. Could have already pretty much had it if you even picked up the boots, but you know, whatever. Rio pinging around a little bit. Maybe they're thinking about going on the Darkseer once again. Dead by Christmas. Heading back into the lane now. Central gets dropped blocking the pull. Pretty late block, but they really just don't want to allow this Darkseer to get any more advantage than they have to. And in the meantime, looks like Nax is just going to jungle. They're going to let Murata farm a little bit and lane get some levels up on her, who's been rowing and definitely helping out her team quite a bit, giving Windrunner pretty huge advantage in this lane. You can see like 1,000 net worth difference. And it looks like Inception might go down once again. Grazine just not able to get that kill. Now going to get hit by the Dream Coil. The power shot going to miss. Wouldn't have been enough damage anyway. Didn't charge it quite enough. The slow comes off in Inception though. The Shackle going to miss. And Inception just going to port out. Another power shot misses from Grazine. Not able to get that kill. Puck being a tricky one. Able to port out with his life. Looks like Dead by Christmas and LCF going to spy each other out. There's the disruption. The arrow, the Soul Catcher. Dead by Christmas taking a lot of damage, but he's pretty tanky still. Doesn't look like they're really going to be able to do quite enough damage, but power shot, that's enough. And that's the third kill. And the third kill going the way of Grazine. All the kills in the game are this Windrunners. They're just camping out the top rune now. Probably hoping to find it's wasted a lot of mana. Needs to head towards the mid lane probably though. Wants to help Vic. He's going to pop the rage, not taking enough damage yet, and then infests in a creep. Pops out, going on Inception, doing quite a bit of damage. Mac looks like he's going to lose his life. Grazine gets another kill. Inception probably in some trouble as well, though. The Dream Coil is off cooldown. Looks like he's going to try and port away. But Keeper Light going to lose his life. Double kill for Grazine in this mid lane. Dead by Christmas trying to chase after him. Not really going to have any success. That haste rune doing quite a bit of work. Power shot going to miss. Shackles there isn't enough. Nope, phase shift is there from Puck. Inception going to survive once again on the back of some phase shifts and shenanigans. Excuse me. Can't speak English anymore. But Grazine getting a ton of kills. Completely out of mana once again. Looks to be rushing that mech with the headdress pickup. Meantime, we see Rio farming in this top lane in Mariah. He's at level 6 now. Has that point in Moonlight Shadow. And Lone Druid taking a tower in the bottom lane. Totoro has decided to pick up a Ring of Basilius as well as a Helm of Iron one. So we're probably going to be seeing that go into the Helmet of Dominator pretty shortly, as soon as that money is up. Or maybe just concerned about armor in this lane against the Lone Druid. Doesn't want to get bursted down, sort of, by the Lone Druid, who is now going to get that entangled. Totoro taking a lot of damage. The Orb of Venom's there as well. They're going to sleep, actually, not the bear, which probably a mistake. The bear gets that extra attack in, and Shadow Demon gets the kill with Shadow Poison. Kinda surprised to see them not just sleep the bear. The Enfeeble is off on the bear, but he's phase boots up, so it only actually reduces his damage a little bit below base with that level 1 Enfeeble. That's another kill, going the way of iNfernity. It's 6-0 now. Not really feeling like Jupiter Crash able to mount anything here. Inception gonna go down the mid lane again. LCF gets another kill. He's sitting 2-0 now, and the Puck sitting 0-3, I believe.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Not really the situation you want to be in when you're looking at Jupiter Crash. They don't really have the better late game lineup even, where they can say, oh, okay, we just need to play calm, play passive, farm up. When they're facing up a team like this, that's quite a bit of heroes that are very powerful in the late game. We like Shadow gonna go off. Not sure that's enough. Grazine might be able to just get that kill. Actually misses with the power shot. Going to get the kill anyways, just from a double damager as well as wind run. Enabling the tower dive, but Lifestealer loses his life as a result of it. Grazine expecting Luna to start running. Luna just tries to fight it out, ends up dodging a power shot sort of accidentally. Meantime, Vic in the mid lane, trying to fight with Inception a little bit. Really moving around quite a bit in this game. Doesn't look like they're super concerned about sitting in the lane farming, and Bane gets himself killed. I guess he got shackled. Knew the Windrunner was there with a double damage though.
Dire's bottom tower.
Gotta feel like it's just a result of Bane being out of position. Hanging out in lane, way overstaying his welcome. Top lane, see LCF, see Rio hanging out. Maybe thinking they want to get another kill on Dead by Christmas, but he's staying pretty far back on this Darkseer. He's level 7 now, has the Soul Ring up, 900 gold beyond it. But definitely not having the most farm in this game. He's mostly kept out of the lane. Simply has not felt safe. Gets stunned up there by the Centaur.
Dire's middle tower.
And here comes the first tower push. Or second tower push, I guess. The first one already went down the bottom lane. First one with multiple heroes, I guess. Vic is going to go into Inception now. Inception might be forced pretty far back. That shackle going to latch from Grazine. And Vic just going to kill him off with the infest. Heals up, gets a kill. No big deal, and that sets up this tower push pretty well. Grazine takes the last hit, continues to have all of the farm in the world. That's probably mech finished. Nope, decided to go back for Force Staff. And doesn't have the Force Staff? Interesting. Someone else using the courier for something? LCF maybe? Oh, Dagon! So I saw Staff of Wizardry and Recipe, just assumed Force Staff on Windrunner, but it's actually going to be Dagon from Grazine. Feeling pretty aggressive. That arrow going, oh, just out of range. The power shot just going to miss too. Inception. Try to get away, but there's a Dagon. That's a 13-minute Dagon. It's pretty fast from Grazine and pretty devastating for Jupiter Crash here. This Windrunner already running around, kind of just killing everyone, not afraid of anything. And now they have to worry about another nuke coming off from her.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Definitely going to be stretching her mana pool a little bit thin. But it does look like iNfernity probably going to be taking this one pretty easily here. 12-1 now, that kill score. Another tower going down, another one last hit by Grazine.
Dire's bottom tower
almost has enough gold for Dagon too, no big deal. Not sure if that's what she's going to go for. Doesn't look like he's committed quite yet. Meantime, Tutaru looks like he's going to get hit by some open wounds here from the Nakes. And the Demonic Purge from Shadow Demon. Looks like Luna probably going to be losing his life as well. Second pit of Shadow Poison. LCF gets another kill. 13-1 out of the kill score. We can see gold. It's 12k, the advantage for iNfernity. Experience up to 14k. Not a particularly close game here. Dead by Christmas now, maybe the one who's in trouble. he surges, he knows he's dead, and there's the entangle. Pretty much screwed either way at that point.
Dire's middle tower is under
Lone
attack.
Druid getting actually that last hit. Looks like he is going for Armlet. Pretty close to finishing it as well, only about 100 gold. And he was up against that aggressive Trilane, so he didn't get all the farm he really wanted early. But even then, sitting at 3rd in the leaderboard, this Morana, who is a support roaming, actually sitting at 4th above any Dire hero. It looks like Roshan is going to be the target now. Should be pretty easy for them. While it's going on, we can check out this top lane where it looks like Inception probably about to go down. The Shackle Shot's going to be there. Power Shot.
Yes.
And Morana gets the last hit with an arrow.
Put down.
Whatevs. No big deal. It does look like Force Staff is going to come out from Windrunner now. Not going to choose to level up the Dagon. Shadow Blade picked up by Morana. Alright. They could probably get whatever they want at this point. Fick needs to be careful not to die, as it's super unnecessary, but here we go. Motion down, and Lifesteal actually going to take the Aegis. Moonlight Shadow going to come off as well. It looks like LCF. Gonna get spotted out by Bane, gets the disruption there. And there's Soul Catcher. Looks like Lifestealer choosing to chase. Not sure that's the right play. Just keeps going for it. There's the slow, and no one gets the kill. Oh.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, I see. Deadbright Chris was trying to run away. The Shackle going to just stun him momentarily, not going to latch. Power Shot is going to land though, and that's another kill for Grazine. Inception has nothing. That's a 10 kill streak for Grazine. 18-1. And the slightly not classy from iNfernity saying, forfeit? Guys? You're not serious, right? Inception just gonna call GG and we're gonna leave. So, not a particularly close game. Not a particularly close game. But it does mean we'll get to move on to the next games. And might be in the round of 4. So as we move on, we do get closer and closer. Teams facing off against each other. Won't be just watching iNfernity stomp enemy teams 18-1. Like no big deal. But we'll give it a second. We'll get that scoreboard to come up. And actually, there goes the Ancient as I'm talking. Once again, thanks for coming, guys. This is the TT eSports Dota 2 Weekly, number 12. Powered by Androids and, of course, cast by me today, Kanaz. You can follow me at twitter.com at KanazDota or twitch.tv/Kanazta, Kanazta. If you like my casting and want to follow what I'm doing outside of Sundays, when I'm casting Androids every week. And we'll be back momentarily for the next game. We'll see if it's going to be in the round of 8 or round of 4. Thanks for coming, and be back momentarily.